Evening, folks, and welcome back to Post-Apoc Horse Talk. I'm your host, Gandages, and this is my co-host, BG. Say hello, BG.
Hello, BG.
So, let's get right into it then, people. There we go. Hopefully it's coming through nicely. Actually, let's fix the audio on that one. Let's put it up there. Alright, so you may notice that there have been some changes since you last been here. I have been busy. Not finished as of yet, still more work to do, but, you know, Sanctuary is becoming a much more of a fanciful place. You see in the screen, BG?
I'm on it.
Crisp and clear.
Anything else? Oh, that's the face I fell in love with.
Will do. Made it another day in the Commonwealth. Of course.
Alright then.
Oh, it's the random German tank again.
So, new gun since last time. Pretty sure this is a new gun. Not actually given it a spin yet.
Oh, it looks quite pretty. Some kind of AK?
Apparently it's the IF-54. So some sort of like assault rifle in universe.
Huh.
Alright, so let's get some quests going. Oh god! Okay, I wasn't doing that.
There's a story here.
Character had just too much coffee, eh?
Yeah, seems so. Yeah, this is the one. Meet General Ward at the vertebrate facility. So let's go on a fast travel. Though I do think that the mods have slightly broken on my character's hands and face. They've now become brown rather than grey.
Yeah, that is really jarring.
Suddenly, Little Pepper's become a black woman that don't need no man. Where's everyone else?
So where are we off to next?
I don't recognize that one loading screen about this greenhouse from a Vault 81 exile ever in any of my Fallout 4 playthroughs. I guess that's from a mod?
Probably. Where the heck is everybody else? Okay, I'm gonna go back to Sanctuary and find out what the fuck just happened. Long loading screens. Oh, they decided just to stay here.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know, you need anything Red?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking jarring right there.
Is there something you need? That was all I had, sure.
Next person that asks me to shag is getting a well-placed
Just tell me what you need.
if you get my meaning.
Yeah, something's funky with the mod load order again.
Hey, got a sec?
Let's see if this will fix it.
Uh-huh.
Chocolate ponies. They evolved from marshmallow ponies.
Sure. Uh-huh. Hey.
What I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink.
Mods be fucked, yo. Don't know what's going on.
Right?
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not by my city.
I don't ask for much. Just need a full bottle and some bones to break.
Nice being on the move again. Fewer paper cuts than back home.
As I live and breathe.
So is that it?
Uh-huh.
Rather be off murdering our friends. This will do.
That's the plan.
What the fuck is going on?
Huh?
Hey there.
I hope you haven't anything against a small refresher.
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
I'll tell you what's
Yep.
wrong with the Commonwealth. People can't
Of
see
course.
the big picture.
Uh-huh.
A reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life.
Me? I'm very successful.
Why aren't they following?
Excuse me.
Okay, guess I'm just gonna have to deal then.
See how you're looking at me. Not
Because it's all the modded ones that ain't
Just thought I'd
working.
clear the air.
I've worn out a lot of shoe leather since I joined the Minutemen.
I'm probably gonna have to
Most folks are just
probably gonna have to reinstall those mods. Because yeah, there's a lot up with this mod order. Something has been fucking around with this. Chat saying anything at all?
Nope. Quiet as a mouse.
Doesn't exactly fill me with much confidence. I like a very
Well.
active chat.
Sir.
You're here. Good. All things considered, this facility is in better shape than we expected. Corporal Fitzpatrick's performing some pre-flight checks. He says he'll have it done by tomorrow. Come back then. Dismissed.
I hate it when it's... Actually, no, there's some beds this way.
Never a dull moment.
Wonder how the other mod even influenced what the companion mod does.
I don't mind cooking it as long as it's
Yeah, I'll have to give the mods a look and see if I can get that to work again.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Yes.
Because there is some
Don't know if I believe all those boogeyman stories.
shenanigans going on here.
It all sounds like paranoia.
It's a little bit of tomfoolery.
Yeah, that should be fine. I think this is where we get to attack an oil rig.
all this walking's wearing me out.
Sir,
Yes?
what's your plan exactly?
For now, we just need to get to command. Keep helping us, and we'll gladly tell you more.
Sir,
Is this important?
tell me about yourself.
I don't think personal information...
Why should I trust you?
Because we're what's best for this country. If you help us, you'll come to see that.
Guess that wasn't a long enough wait. Alright, let's sleep for another 24 hours then.
Lovely little soundtrack, though.
Sorry?
Lovely little soundtrack, though.
Yeah. This is just what the game has had its default sound files be changed to.
Sir,
With the vertibird airworthy, we are ready to proceed with the next part of our plan. Establishing our base of operations.
I'm ready.
Good. Time to go.
Hopefully this doesn't completely bugger the game.
We'll see.
Because after this mission's complete, I'm feeling that I'm going to go off and complete the Brotherhood missions. Here we are, over the sea. We're supposed to be seeing an oil rig, and there it is, in all its low poly glory.
What the hell are those?
Who doesn't love having no targeting reticule, so you know where you're shooting?
It's ridiculous.
Yes, it's ridiculous indeed. Yeah?
What the hell is this? Fitzpatrick, stay. Everyone else needs to find a way inside. Let's move!
You back?
Well, that went well.
The all-beloved ghoul swarm.
Sir,
With the vertibird airworthy, we are ready to...
I'm ready.
Good.
Most folks are just looking.
So, things to talk about. If I remember rightly, we have some interesting things to talk about right now. Something very important to Fallout as a franchise.
Indeed, recent events, eh?
Hmm. So, for those of you who have been living under a rock lately, ZeniMax has been bought out by Microsoft.
Hmm.
And yeah, like Fallout and the Elder Scrolls and all that jazz are now Microsoft properties. So that's interesting.
Yeah, let's... I do wonder which direction that might take the rest of the franchise. In
Looks like I'm
particular,
hitting
the community...
everything except that ghoul. But yeah, it's interesting to say the least that, you know, the fandom is now going to get well, we know that Obsidian have started working on something new. Not sure if it's going to be a new Fallout game, probably not.
By the way, such as which are the marvels of public trading and the stock market. They sure are eating up those bullets. I mean, while fandom does meme around about Fallout New Vegas 2, I mean, which I would personally love to see, I'd just be interested to see if they, for example, change any of the writing staff, stuff like that. Time will tell.
So, I wouldn't get... I'm hopeful, but I wouldn't get too excited. But Obsidian isn't the same Obsidian that made New Vegas.
Ah, yes, who? What was the name of that new studio they... they had the actual, veteran staff of that had formed? I do not recall.
I don't remember either. But that's also owned by Microsoft too. But fact of the matter is, everyone except what's his name, Chris Avallone, are still being retained by Microsoft.
Nice.
So they have all the potential to make a brand new, really cool Fallout game. It's all there. But they're not all working together, as far as we understand.
We'll just have to see what they might feel incentivized to do.
Okay. Give me things. I demand the things. For the works. Alright, where the fuck were you lot just a moment ago?
They all just had to hit a little bar crawl on Kate's insistence.
They had a look at Kate's arse and drink heavily session.
Something like that.
I don't know either. Like, Kate has some weird fetishes.
That she do.
It's nice to have modded guns that use like their own animations. That's always good. Anyway, this place don't look like much right now. But, once we've cleared it out, called up what's left of the Enclave and all that kind of jazz, it'll look much nicer. Though I did get rickrolled earlier today because of, someone, not pointing fingers at who, sending me an article suggesting that Obsidian has started work on a game of some description. A Fallout-specific game, though that was probably a bit too hopeful.
Perhaps.
Alright, where's the way in? Where do we need to go? Not through there. I'm assuming we probably need to go through the military ops building So I guess back up the stairs. I will say that this particular part of the mod, because I played it through before on a different playthrough, is not as fun as you'd imagine. It's
Oh,
mostly killing a lot of ghouls, clearing out lots of floors, and generally not exactly the most fun experience.
well then, let's get that over with.
That looks like the command room. Peterson and I will try and get things running from there. There's more to this oil rig than meets the eye. Within the bedrock beneath us should be a production facility and reactor. Find a way into the facility, restore the power, and then return here for further orders.
Alright. Let's clear out this area while we... Guess I won't be able to take those San Francisco sunlights then.
Well, smoking is bad for your health. It's like hanging around too long in those irradiated parts.
Load of me boots.
I think I got something over here.
I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of this gun. Where the fuck you come from?
This more often.
We're bingo.
Wait, I'll just show
One thing I do hope for, though, is that some of, Bethesda's earlier pretty clumsy publicity stunts will be a thing of the past. Or that Microsoft at least would be able to follow through a little better on, promises of real leather and canvas bags.
Yeah, Microsoft has been going on a very pro-consumer bend lately. Now, I don't trust them because they're fucking Microsoft. They've not exactly got the best reputation going forward, I'll be honest. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt until they show otherwise.
Fair.
Let's clear out the rest of this floor while we're here.
Wait, something's out there.
So much stuff. Viper,
Looking for something
I demand your
specific?
body. Take these things.
Hey, got a sec?
Yeah?
No, never mind.
Okay. Don't know if I believe all those boogeyman stories about the Institute. It all sounds like paranoia.
Oh, shit.
That's one way to tell him to keep those comments to himself.
Wow. Well, at least we know how much you can actually carry. It's less than 160 pounds.
I need to do some more squats and barbells.
Pathetic. Alright, let's keep clearing out this deck. Ooh, bucket. Get fucked.
Of course, we all know who should have bought it. Hasbro.
Absolutely not. That would have been terrible.
That is Brilliant Molly.
Oh, hello, Nexus.
I gave you advance warning in PM.
I did, I know. I just told you. Jump in when you're ready.
Huh. Well, hello, people.
Oh. No kneecaps for you, friend. That's what you get for doing the fucky wucky.
Usando a capacidade aqui. And my coffee is ready. Just on time.
Jesus Christ, what's with these guys and their aggressive behavior?
Wiping the floor with you.
So aggressive, just so aggressive. These are my things now.
Something's ghosting us.
Okay, where are you at? Over here.
That's a plan.
Yep, I've got it. I'll get it done. Now, how in the hell am I supposed to get there? No problem.
Get your Irish arse over here before I fucking kick it.
I'm on it, Captain. This is my favorite part of the job.
Clearly, she must be addressed in a Cockney accent.
No, BG. No. So we did discuss Nexus. The events that have happened and transpired. That that ZeniMax sold off. Well, ZeniMax sold off all of its assets and all that jazz to Microsoft. Anything? Any thoughts? Well, I know you've got thoughts, but
I swear that instrument always makes me think of Team Fortress 2's music.
Nexus, you there?
Hear that? I see you.
Guess he's still grabbing his coffee.
Proper caffeination is quite important.
What was that?
Hey!
Okay. Giving you more things.
And here I thought you wanted to snuggle.
Might as well use some of these drugs I've been grabbing. Ah, that's great. That's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to need that. Spending action points to be able to carry all this crap. Because there ain't no playthrough of Fallout 4 where I'm not a hoarder.
Yep, that is indeed one of the best perks in Fallout 4, quality of life wise.
Some
Only
people
still-
would... Sorry, you carry on.
Only still kind of awful when you're a power armor main, but otherwise, out of power armor, super delicious. But do carry on.
Like, some people would argue, and I think it's a reasonable argument, that if you've got... what's it? If you have perks whose entire job it is to make you play less of the game, you kind of are doing the wrong thing.
I mean, it's similar to the argument for playing it on a higher difficulty, in that it forces you to be smarter with your choices. So I can see that it's also similar to the argument against fast travel. That certain shortcuts just detract from the quality of your playthrough and your enjoyment of the game. And yeah, there's so many little cute little places and oddities that you'll miss from using fast travel too much. I kind of do see the point in, forcing the player to invest in the vertibird signal grenades if they really need to, for example, get to a settlement that is on that weird timer for rescuing them.
Time to trade a few things.
And yeah, some let's take a specific perk as an example. The Blitz melee perk is so utterly busted it completely trivializes any melee gameplay. Though I must admit, it is just so much fun. Like in New Vegas, I love to use the Fist of Ra and other weapons that had just a little more melee reach than usual. and it's so satisfying to pull off long-range melee attacks in VATS, but, well, making it as OP as that perk, yeah, I can see an argument for weaning oneself off that.
Let's get this over with.
I was just getting warmed up.
Feral ghouls are basically just a way to produce materials. Because they have no other use. They don't do anything else. They're barely even a threat most of the time, unless there's like hundreds of them.
I mean, in the same vein, raiders are a nice source of 38 and 45 ammo.
And 38 ammunition is basically a license to print caps.
Basically.
Yep.
I return with the sweet nectar of life that is coffee.
Wonderful.
Wunderbar.
I mean, either for trading for caps, or if you're a lucky bastard who got an explosive legendary weapon in 38, you just got super cheap firepower for the rest of the game, basically.
Also, you know, speaking of busted perks, can we talk about Penetrator? Like, imagine adding AI routines for the NPC characters actually taking cover now, and then just giving players a perk that just circumvents that.
I mean, in practice, have you used the perk yourself?
Not that many times.
Because I extensively make use of the perception tree perks, and I must say, the hitboxes of cover objects and when that damn perk applies is super inconsistent for when they go behind cover, so it doesn't really mitigate that stuff that often. What it's actually more useful for is to completely negate the weak points of enemies. All of a sudden, you can always hit Mirelurk's face, even when it's got its head pointed down to charge you. All of a sudden, you can hit the fusion cores of a power armor user, even when he's facing you directly. Fusion cores on sentry bots. It's basically ignore positioning the perk.
I hear a lot of talk about the railroad.
So yeah, that perk, for example, completely trivializes combat in that the player basically no longer needs to, use their brain to actually outmaneuver enemies who have weak points on the back of their armor and stuff like that.
Next person.
No. You just learn how to use your inner brain console to toggle collision on the bullet mid-flight. And retoggle collision once it reaches its target.
Alright, let's find the last clearance code. There's a terminal somewhere, I imagine. I do love how the game doesn't actually tell you
Where to next?
where the terminals are. Just makes it difficult.
I don't mind hoofing
Yeah.
it as long as there's some excitement at the end of the road.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
You know, all these companion comments have the same problem as the arrow into the knee.
They
Alright,
get
where's the
repetitive
way
real
down?
quick. I mean, that's where mods come in that reduce their frequency. And good lord, it's so great to not constantly hear them bitching when I pick up junk items and stuff like that.
Never a dull moment.
What's that gun, by the way, that you were using?
Well, this one.
Story here, we'll find.
I mentioned to BG about this one earlier. Apparently, it's a modded weapon. It's the IF 54. Ah, here's the way
Those
down.
mods.
Let's go fight some fucking Mirelurks! Yay!
I do love how they designed the look of Mirelurks. My goodness, they look. I can't. That's one of the. Besides power armor, that's another thing I can never go back to in Fallout 3 and New Vegas. The way the Mirelurks look. They just did such a nice way of, you know, moving away from bipedal movement on those. Well, the Deathclaws too, in the way they drop on all fours to run after you.
Something's out there.
It's you can tell they poured a lot of work into the animations of those things. I like that kind of effort.
Yeah, 4 made massive strides in the animation department in so many ways.
That it did. It did make an awfully big effort on that part.
Is that just a herd of power armor?
Yes, it's a herd of wild power armor that you can't step into any of.
I smell a cutscene.
You would be entirely correct. Kinda.
Someone needs to drain this place in a serious way.
I think we haven't done a step.
Sure, take a peek.
The whole purpose of me bringing companions along is just to have them carry my crap. That's the only reason, nothing more. That's why I've got fucking 7 companions normally, because that's 7 more inventories that I can fill full of crap. And now the game's going, how about no? And that is how I died. I overhydrated my blood, and I'm now dead. That actually is a thing. You can actually overhydrate your own blood and die.
Yeah. Either way, I'm excited to see if there'll be any new Fallout game coming advertised out, because that is something that stuck with me. How, you know, Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 went, you know, full mainstream TV advertisement. It would be kind of cool to see them, you know, reach out to a mainstream audience like that again, for better or worse.
I mean, In Exile just released Wasteland 3 and it's seeing success. You know, funny story. I assume the acquisition has come up by now in this episode.
It sure has.
So it has recently come out that they've been planning this since 2018. Guess which year they acquired Obsidian and In Exile? And it's the same year.
Oh, I didn't quite catch that with the loud background music. What was that again?
Oh. Well, it was the same year. They were acquiring Obsidian and In Exile in 2018. And consider the following.
Jesus Christ, where are they all spawning from?
Good question. But yeah, consider the following. Most of the creatives that worked on Fallout 1 and 2 are now under the Microsoft umbrella.
Yeah, we mentioned this earlier while you weren't here.
Aside from like Chris Allen, which is a shame that he got cancelled.
Yeah. Plus, apparently a little Me Too problem too, so, well, what you gonna do? So, gotta see what they do without him. So I guess, with that, we just gotta see what kind of energy the new team, well, new old team has.
Okay, I think this won't stop happening until something is killed.
Hold on. But yeah, I don't think Avalon is absolutely crucial, but it does take away from it all. And there it is. That's some spread.
It also is packing a fair bit of a punch for a very small caliber gun.
You're hitting them all.
Ah, is it plasma infused? I hadn't noticed that this whole time.
Oh God!
Wow.
Just smash it. What is this spread?
Well, if I recall, Games has a funny little mechanic of if you put a long stock and barrel on your gun, it's going to spread like crazy unless you are zoomed in or looking down the irons. So if it was, for example, pistols, spread will be manageable. Of course, it's also got that perk for mitigating the hipfire spread, but who takes that perk? Okay, this part of the music is certainly jarring in the Fallout aesthetic.
Yes, just a little bit. It's more fitting in like Doom.
I don't think it would have fit while you were still fighting the Queen.
But apparently if I'm still fighting these fuckers, That's the... Oh, God, it's drinking the shit water.
Always gotta love when that happens. Oh, the toilet drinking.
An age-old tradition in Bethesda Falls.
Indeed, you must become dog.
Oh.
Gunsman affects bayonets.
Yep.
That's the only reason I put bayonets on things. I like stabbing them. They don't like it up 'em, sir, Mr. Marine. They don't like it up 'em.
Yeah, plus sometimes the finishing animations with the bayonet are pretty neat as well.
That's a thing.
Yeah, there's some finishing
yeah.
animations with them. Though it's pretty simple. It's pretty basic kind of finishing animations.
I guess it's not surprising I never noticed them, because those animations tend to be very jank to trigger.
Yeah, I think it has to be like the last enemy who detects you and is still hostile towards you who dies triggers an animation. It's a rule like that I've noticed in Skyrim and subsequently in Fallout 4.
It's not even that. You also have to be on even ground mostly, but that rule doesn't work half the time.
Aw.
Sir.
Excellent work. As soon as you restored the power, I was able to access some inventory reports. According to some of them, the facility was housing a number of suits of power armor, marked as the XO1.
Of course, you have to be
Is
at
that
that.
true?
Ah, yes, those suits of power
Yes,
armor.
sir. They're all still there.
Good news for a change. Now,
What happened to your
I'd like
face?
you to join
I
me
don't
in
know. The mods got a bit
I
fucky-wucky.
wanna hear what I have
My
to say.
hands
Yeah,
are also fucked too.
Yeah, turned the hands back into human hands and made them brown-skinned.
What's the angle here?
Very,
You
very
did something
curious.
wrong with the textures.
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
Might also be the race customizer mod fucking up.
Helping free Sims.
I'll reinstall Race Customizer because this game runs fine without it. But I'll reinstall it again and see what happens.
You need that for a pony mod.
You don't actually, because this is without it. And actually all the times I was running it before was also without it.
Nice
What?
being on the move again. Fewer paper cuts than back home.
The broadcast equipment still seems to be in working order. Here goes. This
That
is a general
guy is
announcement to all
absolutely
serving
comical
personnel
on his
in the
leg.
United States Armed Forces and United States government. Under immediate effect, you are all to be grouped in Sector Omega 75 for reassignment. Those who disregard this order will be judged as deserters and will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. General Russell Ward, signing off.
Yes, random person on radio. I will obey your
Last
orders.
bastion of our beloved America. From what I've seen here today, we have a lot of work to do. Now, let's get to work. This facility was never intended to serve as a major base of operations, but it seems we've lost all our mainland holdings. While we wait for the forces to arrive, I have a new task for you. There's a former military base located close to Boston. Unfortunately, according to the logs, it didn't survive the Great War. Recently, it seems to have been breached by a number of unauthorized personnel. We need to recover some equipment before it falls into the wrong hands. Dr. Kane will have more information for you. Finally, due to your assistance during these pressing times, it is my pleasure to induct you as a private of the Enclave Armed Forces. Dismissed.
Yeah, I don't want to go down this road
Hello?
just yet.
Or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
I see how you're looking at me. Not saying I don't like it. Just thought I'd clear the air.
Because this mission is going to make me an enemy of the Brotherhood of Steel. It also brings me to the Commonwealth a bit early. So I'm going to not continue on this quest line for a little bit.
That is a little jank.
Hmm?
That's a little jank.
I mean, it gives you an alternate like start to the game, which I think is pretty cool. I just wish there was more updates for this. Fuck you, game.
You just gotta eat those raw.
Yep. Okay. This is gonna be fucking fun to walk this stuff back.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
Rather be off murdering a pint. This'll do.
Where to next?
Are all of your loot slot underlings completely full?
Yep. That's the nearest place I can get to.
Well then, remember to be fastidious in emptying out everyone's inventory, so you don't have to make as many trips.
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
This is riveting gameplay.
If everyone was willing to pick up a rifle and protect his neighbor, the raiders wouldn't stand a chance.
What's the angle here?
Any topic suggestions, Nexus?
No, I already brought up the Acquisitionen.
Isn't the smartest thing to be doing around here.
Like I mentioned to you, is that the big Zeep thing is back on track. We got a little sidetracked during our discussions.
But yes, I've got a script, sort of, for next for the Zeeb Concordat.
Well, we're still working on like on the second half of it, aren't we?
I've got things I can ask you guys, but mostly it's just
Nice
getting your
clean
input on it at
man.
this point.
Fewer paper cuts than back home.
I don't think I've cleared this place out.
It's gonna be hard to sneak up on anything from here.
Anyone decides to pick a fight with us out here, we're in trouble.
So where are we off off to next?
Though I did get the structures back, but now I've also lost vanilla extensions. So, swings and roundabouts, it seems. Come on.
That does seem a bit off.
Come on. Come on, escape key. Don't be a bitch now. Also, Professor Goodfeels, you were always scrap.
Aww.
Wow, I don't even get to scrap him for more parts. I am disappointed. You know, I'm not gonna go and break this place down right now. I just needed to dump enough stuff so I could get back to Sanctuary. Which I do need to finish off the quests for Sturgis. But it doesn't show up as a proper settlement until you do that for some mystifistical reason. I'm gonna be honest here, this game is just full of just jank that doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, I wouldn't say it doesn't make sense, although you might be referring to something else.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it doesn't make sense not to live for
Probably have
fun.
something you can use.
Oh, that Brahmin.
The fucking mad Brahmin that live round here.
Hi.
Yeah,
That was all.
sure. What's in your mind?
Kate,
Nothing else
stop,
needed.
Sure.
stop demanding my attention. Also, I think, yeah, my face is broken, but fixed itself as well.
Let me know if
That's
there's anything I can do.
weird.
How about the hands?
Either lighten the load,
Wait,
or,
Hands are still fucked though.
you know,
look from the front again.
anything proofread.
Yeah, you're kind of fucked still.
It ain't, at least it ain't brown. It's now grey. It's at least it's the right color now.
It still has like wrinkled and shit.
Yeah, I know. It's still fucked in that regard.
You want to swap supplies? No problem.
Thank you, Pesto.
The persnickety gravy train.
He's a good Zeeb. Carries all my things for me, just as I ask him to.
Sure, be glad to take. I mean, hold some stuff for you.
What are you humming about then, Zeeb?
Implications.
Don't know what you mean there, Nexus. Not at all. In fact, I don't really like your tone. See, I'm gonna just try and go back to the main menu and see if that will get those companions to do what they're supposed to do. This I don't think is going to be a very long stream tonight.
Fair enough.
What? What?
Hold on, what just happened?
What? What the game? What? You okay? You feeling okay, game?
What just happened?
It didn't. What? I just made an exit save, and then it decided, how about no? Let's load this different save because the exit save don't actually exist. Excuse me, game. What the fuck?
Fun times.
What in fornication?
Yeah.
Time to trade a few things.
Oh, the joys of the sanctuary background music. Always love it.
Give me the things, Kate. I don't know what I took off her. Oh, I think it was the bottle cap mine.
Probably have something you can use.
Do not let NPCs have that.
They don't actually place mines. They throw grenades, but they don't place mines.
Sure, here's my supply.
Good old pesto garlic.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Rather be off murdering a pint. This'll do.
I do love that this mod has somewhat accidentally fucked it so that this, no legendary, costs materials. And you don't get to keep the mod afterward. Yep, now my face is fucked again. Come on. Game, what are you doing? Stop.
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not
Okay, I think I gotta try something else.
Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of cats.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or,
Something is wacky
Carla,
wacky here.
back again? Time to do business? I've got a few minutes to browse. You breaking?
Oh my god. Bacon person.
Yes, I have become bacon. Extra crispy bacon. Ah, fuck, I didn't want to do that.
Hey, Carla. Hey there.
Get back here, Carla. I want to fucking take your shit.
I'll take a look. Sure. Here's what I got.
Wish to abscond with thine excrements.
Give it all to me, Carla. I demand your things. All right. Let's have a look at it. We can upgrade anything. No. No weave upgrades, because, yeah. You know, I feel that until I can get these mods fixed, I don't think it'd be right to make you watch this this gameplay. So I feel I'm going to call it tonight at this time and see if we can get the mods fixed for next time. So I do apologize for the shorter stream and all that, but until things can be fixed, I don't think it'd be right to make you watch this. Hopefully you all have a good night. This is Post Apoc Horse Talk with a very much shorter episode of FOE4, and I hope you all have a great night.